While Albert were fighting in a political arena between Aswani Godalo, PDP, and APC, is it APC and PDP, fighting themselves, Godwin has already finished his 8 years. He brought a man called Aswani Godalo, which is not also known by anyone in Edo State, just the way Godwin was not known in Edo State until Oshomole brought him. The same way Oshomole brought Godwin, Godwin wanted to bring Aswani Godalo like that, but the Benin people refused. So rather than the Benin people choose the man they know, which is Monday Okpebolo, now the present governor of Edo State. But that does not sit well with Godwin and Albert Obazee. They went to court and everything. The court decided from the lower court to the senior court to the Supreme Court that Monday Okpebolo won the election. So now he's the current governor of Edo State. But Albert Obazee and Godwin Ago never, then Obaseki, whereas it was at its may, were never happy. So with a lot of people who were benefiting from Godwin's position. Okay. What happened then? Albert Obazee left Nigeria. But before he left Nigeria, something did happen. Before he left Nigeria. It's only part of the case. I'm building my case while I went to his house. I heard that he raped a teenager while he was in Nigeria. He raped underage girl. When I heard the story, I asked more about it, if it is true or not. And the story was true that he raped a girl. He raped a teenager, underage girl, before he ran away from Nigeria. I put it aside. The whole thing finally boils down. He was insulting the palace, throwing aspersion to the Oba of Benin, bringing in the son of the king, Okonokwa, Agatise, bringing in the mother of Agatise. Excuse me. I need to drink water. Today, I need to tell you how it started. I don't normally drink water on air, but I have to because the weather is very cold, and this is winter time. Bear with me. So, he brought Agatise, the crown prince, into the subject. Sorry. He brought the crown prince into the subject. I said, what is wrong with this boy? Why are you bringing the crown prince into social media? Whatever happened between his son and the father is none of your business. They are not politicians, they are not in politics. He said it was the Oba of Benin. He was the reason why Aswani Godalo did not win the election. I said, how come? The Oba of Benin did not take part in the election for the fact that Aswani Monday Okpebolo visited the palace during the election. Barrister Olumide Akpata visited the palace during the election. All the politicians a lot visited the palace. But Aswani Godalo, I don't think he visited the palace. But he was running around from every kitchen in around Benin, but I don't think he ever visited the palace once. But I saw him one time when the Oba was in the church. He ran to the church to kneel down before the Oba of Benin. So, but that's not a visit. He was in the church. If you have wanted to visit him properly, you book an appointment through the secretary. They give you a date that the Oba will be sitting there waiting for you to come and meet with him, that you want to become the governor of Edo State. So Aswani Godalo never visited the palace to ask that he's running for the governor of Edo State. Olumide Akpata did visit. Monday Okpebolo did visit. I forgot one other person. Anyway, now, Godwin did not contest for election. It is Aswani Godalo who contested for election. So Aswani Godalo lost the election to Monday Okpebolo. And Why will you want to cry more than the bereaved? Godwin and Albert become a subject of concern. Anthony Godalo, who lost the election, went home, prepared, hopefully that one day he will have his chance. But Godwin that had finished his own 8 years, instead of it to go home and relax, just as the way Oshomole finished his 8 years, I went home and relaxed. Lucky Igbeneghu finished his own 8 years, I went home and relaxed. But Godwin, why not you also go home and relax after you have finished your 8 years? Then he become a problem. Godwin and Albert become a subject of concern. Going here and there, Albert is sorting everybody. Now they started a conspiracy, they started a movement of meet and greet in every part of the Europe, even coming to England. I said, coming to UK. And I said, the people that voted for you for 8 years, they are all in Nigeria. So why are you coming to abroad for meet and greet? People sustained injury. People were wounded. Some people are still in the hospital. Peradventure, some people even buy for fighting for you for your 8 years. But you didn't go to them in Iyekorioma, in Iyekovia, in Ekpoma, in Irua, in Ewu, in Uhuode, in Iyekorioma, and Iyekovia to tell them thank you for voting for you. But why are you coming to Europe to do meet and greets? That did not sit well with me. So now they came to UK. I was not happy. They're coming to UK. They went to Leeds. They went to Manchester. Now they were coming to London. I was concerned. I had to lead the protest to protest against them. People say, well, it was just only 3 of you or 4 of you. It doesn't matter if I were only me. For the fact I have the permission from the police to make a protest, I made a promise and I kept my promise. It doesn't matter how many of us. But I came to the meeting ground. I make a lot of noise and I went home. That is to show that I kept my promise. Some people say, oh, why don't you throw the eggs? Yes, we brought the egg. The police said we cannot use eggs because it might damage somebody. If you throw egg, it hits somebody on the dress, no problem. But what about if you throw the egg, it hits somebody on the eyes? Then you have damaged that person's vision, eyes. What are you going to say? So the police told us, no, they used to allow eggs in those days. Now they put a ban on it. You can't use egg. But protest is allowed to make noise. That's why I brought the megaphone to make noise. Because that's what I wanted to do. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And I did it. That put aside. People keep saying, where is the egg? What happened to the egg? The man that brought the Benin man that brought the egg from his supermarket took the egg back because they were still fresh. They are not old eggs, or they were still fresh egg. So they are back. Okay. Then Albert Obazee, we're still making noise on the social media, insulting anyone he can feel. But what was the straw that broke the camel's back was, he said, when the Oba of Benin will travel to Dubai, he will make sure that he gather people around to go to Dubai and ask the police, the Dubai police, to arrest the Oba of Benin and to deport him back to Nigeria. I said, whoa, Albert, you've gone too far. Albert, all the noise you've been making, you said you want to arrest the Oba of Benin. On what capacity did you speak? Excuse me. Please pardon me, it's winter time, okay? Besides coming on air, I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. People are calling, advice, question here and there. Okay. Now, but I needed to clear the air. Why I went to Albert's house. When Albert said he was going to arrest the Oba of Benin, I said no. I need to see him. I need to see him. I need to see him and tell him, listen, you're going too far. I didn't go to Leeds to confront him. No, that is not why. I didn't go to Leeds to fight him. I just went there hoping if he see me face to face, then we can talk like normal human being. You know, that's what I wanted to do. But before I went to his house, I sent a letter to the mayor of Leeds. I also sent a letter to the police station in Leeds before going to his house. And I also dropped a letter in the list. For the fact I sent them one before, I dropped another letter with them. And I went to the police station. I sent them one before, but I dropped another one before proceeding to his house. Getting to his house, I thought he would come out like a gentleman, you know. That was my expectation. But before I went, my strategic team, we've already put down a strategy because we have no idea what to expect, okay? And I live in London, he lives in Leeds. I have no idea what to expect, okay? I don't know whether he's hostile, well, face-to-face, or he's not, but I know he shout on the social media, he does some other time, but I don't know how he behaves on the natural, I mean, when you see him face-to-face, or when you come into his zone, or into his confined environment, okay? So, let me talk about the strategic team. Before I left London, I have a strategic team. Actually, there are 3 of them. I'm going to mention their name because their name is on the list, on the document I sent to the police station, to the mayor's office, and to Albert Obazee. The number 1 on the list is Monday Wimume. He lives here in London. It was my strategic team, a member of the strategic team. And Kisley Ugiagbe is also a member of the strategic team. You can see their signatures on the paper. That's why I mentioned their name. But the 3rd person, he also lives here in London. His name is not on the list. So I don't know if I should mention his name because I did not tell him I was going to mention his name before I come on air. I spoke to him about an hour before I come on air, but I didn't tell him I was going to mention his name. If I have told him, then I would have seek a permission from him before mentioning his name. So he was the one that drafted the strategic plan, how we should prepare before going to Leeds. So he drew the plan and the logistics, transport, security, feeding, and otherwise. He drew out everything. And I can assure you that, yes, Albert said when they came to meet and greet in London, it cost them a fortune. He said it on one of his programs, that it cost them a lot of money for them to come to London to do meet and greet because of the threat. And they raised up, they buff up their security. They said they came with 3 dogs and with a lot of security. Actually, it was. The security that came to London for meet and greet was massive. That is true. And it cost them a fortune. Me going to Leeds was not cheap either. No. Going to Leeds was not cheap. Myself, from London to Leeds, and the vehicle, we hired 2 vehicles, okay? It was only one that people were seeing. That is the cab one. There was another one with a security team. That one did not appear in the camera. Those security team were 4, plus the driver and the vehicle. Those were the backup team. We said we have no idea how Albert was going to behave. If we appear before him, will he be able to call his boys in Leeds that we have come to fight him and we didn't know what to expect? So I wasn't afraid, though. I was very confident of what I was doing. So, but for security's sake, so we have 5-member team, a vehicle and a driver, and 4 team, 4 full-fledged personal protection. They call them bodyguards or something like that. 4 of them. That cost me a fortune. Okay? The security team, nobody knows that they were there, but they were behind me all the day that I was there because it was a promise that on no account must anything happen to me. Okay? And for that simple reason, I pay heavily for it. They started working from 9 o'clock till 8 o'clock in the evening until I left Leeds. They were with me throughout. No, I really want to say thank you to all of them. They did a fantastic job. Okay? Hefty men with every full proof of protection. So they were a distance from me. But they said, on no account, they will whisk me away from there to make sure nothing happened to me. So they were there. Even when the police came, they were there. So, yes, it cost me a fortune to go. I mean, I would say it cost me between £2,500 to £3,000 to go to Leeds. That I would say between £2,500 to £3,000 to go to Leeds. Even the security guard alone, I mean, that's where the money went. And plus one cameraman. So it did cost me a fortune. All these were paid by me. Okay? People have been calling me, Epa, who paid for the trip, who paid for everything? I said I did. But people keep asking me, how much does it cost? I said, I did it for myself. I am the son of Yenogie. I am the son of the Oba Obini. Whatever I did, I do it for myself. So, that's okay, fine. After much pressing, our brother Monday Ohuimume, who was a member of the strategic team, after much pressing me to tell him how much I spend, I said, no, I will give you my account number. Whatever you want to put in my account, you can. So I sent him my account number. Actually, he gave me £100 to say, thank you for going to Leeds. I even said, I don't want the money. He said, no, Epa, you going there alone, spending so much. But I didn't want to tell him, but he needed to contribute to it. Because if I tell him how much it is, which means he will want to split the money with me. Splitting about £2,500 to £3,000 is not a job. I didn't want to put a burden on anyone. This is my responsibility as somebody who is fighting, or not, we don't say fight, who is a senior seri. How do you say Oseri? You know, Mike Bina Negwai, Emma senior seri, Negwai. What is Oseri? Okay, like the mouthpiece of the palace. We don't fight for the palace. It is our ancestors who fight for the palace. So we are the mouthpiece of the palace to make sure that everything goes well with the palace. Obaga Tokbe is Mike Bina Negwai, Tima senior seri, Negwai. Oseri, Emma senior. The people keep having this impression. Oh, Tima Gbinane Gwa, Tima Gbinane Gwa. What's that Gbinane Boga be about Gwa we Agbinana? How? My Gbinane Gwa, Ima Sino Sege Negwa, Enikao or Gbinane Gwa. That is it. Enikao. Our ancestors, they are the one fighting for the palace, fighting for the Oba of Benin. We are just the mouthpiece who speak when things are not going well the way it's supposed to go. Just what I'm doing now. I am a mouthpiece of the palace and of the people of the entire Benin Kingdom. That is why I have decided to make myself self-appointed envoy of the Benin Kingdom. Self-appointed envoy of the Benin Kingdom. People keep asking me, were you appointed by the Oba of Benin? No. Self-appointed envoy of the Benin Kingdom in diaspora. Okay. Now, I talk back to Albert. I thought Albert was going to come out and approach me like a gentleman. When he saw me, actually, when I get there, I put a live video on, so to make sure that nothing goes wrong, okay? I knock at his door, and when I got there, the gate was locked. I opened the gate, went inside, knocked at the door, and put the envelope through the letterbox to his house, according to the rule and regulation in England. I've had a lot of debate that, yeah, you don't have the right to go to his house. You don't. It is against the law. All of you that are saying it's against the law. Do you live in England? Or have you been to England before? Do you live in UK? Have you been to UK before? That it is against the law to go to somebody's house and drop a letter. In England or in UK, it is not against the law. You can go to anybody's house, open the letterbox and put your letter through the door post. Because our letterbox is not outside like America where they have a little letterbox outside. No. Our own, we have a PG hole at the door. You push your letter to the PG hole, it falls inside the house. That is it. It is lawful. It is not against the law to put a letter through anybody. Somehow some houses when you go to their door, they say no junk allowed. Okay? Postmaster bring a letter, everybody advert. They put a letter through your doorpost and everything. During the campaign, I do a letter posting. During the campaign, I'm a member of Labour Party, Life Labour Party member in UK. We go door to door post. I do it. I did it. Okay? So it is not against the law in England. So I hear a lot of people debating on the social on the TikTok. There was one TikTok platform. I was just sitting down there listening. Oh, the guy will say it is against the law. The police will arrest you. The police will do this. You committed a crime by posting a letter through somebody's door. I said, come on, man. Put yourself together. You have not been to UK. You don't even know how the system works. I can go to the Prime Minister of England, the Prime Minister of London. I can go to his house and put a letter through his doorpost and go back. It's not a crime. It's allowed. Okay? So, after putting a letter to the doorpost, and I pulled back out of his compound, I went outside in the pavement and stand. And he opened the door and he saw me. He said, the first response, what are you doing in my house? I said, I came to greet you in Benin language. He was shouting. I tried to calm him down. You see, this is where the things went out of hand. I tried to calm him down, but he didn't want to be calmed down. He was just shouting and ranting. Everything I did to calm him down did not work. I wanted to talk to if he has listened to me when I say calm down, I would have switched off the live program and approach him and say, okay, my brother, you are working for your daily job because they give you a contract. God Obazee give you a contract to speak on the social media as a political activist. But you're going too far now, talking about the palace, about the crown prince, about the Oba Benin, about the queen mother. I wanted to tell him, can you just take this one out of the equation? Okay? Then he would have also explained to me why he was doing what he's doing. This would have been a conversation without a camera, because I thought when he come out like a gentleman, I will ask my cameraman to switch off the camera. So I will engage him without anybody knowing what was the conversation of the day. But when I saw the way he was ranting, shouting, jumping up and down, I could not ask my cameraman to switch off the camera. Okay? So I tried to calm him. You can see I keep saying one word over and over again. Albert Obazee, calm down. Can you just listen? Allow me to talk to you. I brought a message. Just listen to me. All of you saw him. He couldn't listen. So I said, okay, fine. If that's how you want it, and you are not going to allow me to talk to you, then I'll just say it on air. I said, okay, fine. You know, with your behavior now, insulting the palace, insulting the governor of Edo State, you forgot that you raped a girl 3 years ago before you ran away from Nigeria and come to Leeds. We are going to use that one against you. That's why I brought the rape issue. I have the rape issue in my mind for a long time. Okay? I wasn't going to use it when I went to Leeds. I wanted to use, I have paid 2 lawyers. Twice I have paid a lawyer here in the UK to bring him to his senses. They tell me that the things he's saying is a freedom of speech. He hasn't crossed the red line. I say, has he crossed the red line for insulting? They said, no, that is a freedom of speech. Here in UK, it's allowed. You can insult anybody, provided you don't touch anyone. Twice I paid the lawyer. Even when the Enogie of Eho, or all the Enogies and the Enigi, was suspended, and the Enogie of Eho, who is my father, was also a part of the suspended Enogie, I was angry. I paid the lawyer again because he made a lot of comment. The lawyer said it's still not enough for the UK police to arrest him because these are words within the purview of freedom of speech. I got angry. So before I went to this, I did one thing. No, I will say it because it's going to come up very soon. Then I would then say it when I did it. Okay. So because he would not listen to me, then I brought the rape case to his awareness. Then he was not too happy about it when he heard it because he thought that nobody knows about it. But he has no idea that I was aware of it. Okay? So I told him, have you forgotten that you raped a teenager, underage girl in Nigeria about 3 years ago? And you were about to go in for it, and you ran away. I came to this. Then he was not saying that it's a lie, blah, blah, blah. So notwithstanding, very soon, the case is going to take up officially. I saw him I saw a letter out there that he's applying for political asylum. If you wrote a letter to Home Office that you apply for political asylum, how does the letter go to the social media? Because that letter is supposed to be between you and the Home Office, not between you and the social media. So you wrote a letter on the 2nd, January 2nd, 2026, to Home Office that you are seeking asylum because you are being persecuted. But how does the letter get to the social media? Nobody cares whether you want to seek asylum or not. We already knew that's what you want to do when you were insulting the Oba of Benin, insulting the Crown Prince, insulting the Queen Mother, insulting the governor of Edo State, and all that you can insult. We know that you wanted to seek asylum in UK. That's why you were doing it. The same thing Monkey Face did in Germany, that he wanted to seek asylum in Germany. He was insulting everybody that he could insult. Now, he's neither here nor there, but that is the story for another day. So, then he said he want to call the police. I said, fine, you can call the police. Excuse me. You can call the police because I've just been there also to submit a letter to them. They are whether I'm around all the way from London. So, and the police came. They said, what is it all about? I explained to them. And they asked me a question. Do you know him? I said, yes, I know him. We are from the same state. Edo State in Nigeria. But he's talking rubbish. He's insulting the king. Just as the way one would say that here in England, anybody that is insulting the crown, the King Charles, no British person would take it for a face value. You insulting King Charles for the past 3 years on a daily basis on the social media. The British people will, I don't know what they're going to do to you. Nobody will accept it. You can't do it to the king of Saudi Arabia or the king of Kuwait or the king of Jordan. You can't do it to them. Or the king is Spain or the queen is Spain or the king or the queen of the Netherlands. You will be insulting them on a daily basis. They will they will call you to order. So if you cannot do it to the king of England, then you are not permitted to do it to the Oba of Benin. No, because they share the same traditional space. Okay, so because he said he was going to arrest the Oba of Benin if he do travel to Dubai, that really, really drive me to an edge to say, I'm going to go to Leeds and see this guy and see him face to face and try to have a conversation with him, but he will not listen. Okay. You see, I am proud of Benin man. I'm proud of my culture. I'm proud of my identity. I'm proud of my king. Oba Gatokbe is Oba Ewa Yogidigan II. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the palace. And I'm proud of all my kings, all my chiefs, all my Inugi and the Enigis. I'm proud of them. Why am I proud of them? Because they are the custodian of our culture. Even Jesus Christ has his own, he said, as his custom was. He never abused his own culture. Okay? Jesus Christ, the Son of God, according to the Bible, never abused his own culture. He also played by their own tradition. Okay, so, and Albert have no reason to keep insulting the king on a daily basis. So that is what hurts me. He insults the Oba of Benin, insult the palace of the Oba of Benin, insult the governor of Edo State, Modi Okpebholo, on a daily basis. Modi Okpebholo had just been a governor for how many years now? Not even up to about 2 years or 1.5 years. He has 4 years. I said to myself, if Modi Okpebholo, after his 4 years, we will check his record. If he has done well, we will give him opportunity to continue the other second term. If not, then we will not give him the opportunity for the second term. So why not we allow him to do his job just the way we allow Godwin to do his own job? For the 8 years Godwin spent as a governor of Edo State, Godwin were given allocation from Abuja, security vote from Abuja, and the local government council money. So we don't know what he did with them, but nobody troubled him. Then just the way we were not troubled by anyone, you also allowed Modi Okpebholo to do his own job. After 4 years, then we all can come together and criticize him. After your 4 years, Oshomole denied you a ticket to continue. We all came around you and support you to continue, and you did continue and finish your 8 years. So if Mondo Pabolo finishes 4 years, then we will check do a scorecard on him. If he doesn't pass, we will not give him the second chance. But if he passes, we will give him the second chance, just the way we did for you. My governor, my excellency, Monday Okpebolo. There is a saying in English language, uneasy lies the head that wore the crown. Monday Okpebolo, the executive governor of Edo State. May you live long and serve well. There is a saying in English language, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. But what he was missing in that quotation, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown and the body that carried the head and the crown. Because the crown is resting on the head and the head is resting on the body. Okay? Monday Okpebolo, may you live long and serve well. That the Edo State will, when they did a scorecard on you at the end of 4 years, then you will have an excellent mark to continue your second years. So I'm also here to advise you. Okay? Please, do well. Monday Okpebolo, the executive governor of Edo State, please do not fall into the trap of Albert Obazee and Godwin Nogegase Obaseki. Do not fall into their trap. Okay? My excellency, Governor Monday Okpebolo, rule well and serve the people well. At the end of 4 years, when we do the scorecard on you, I want to see excellent, excellent. First year, excellent. Second year, excellent. Third year, excellent. The fourth year, excellent. That is what I want to see in your report card. That when we go around Edo State, that there will be something to show for your 8 years as the governor, 4 years as the governor of Edo State. Then before we will allow you to do the second term. And I have the belief in my mind, with the power of the ancestors, that you are going to pass. Okay? Monday Okpebolo, I believe in you, by the power of God and our ancestors, that your 4 years will be completed with excellence, that you can continue the second term. My governor, please do not disappoint me, because I have faith and confidence in you. Okay? The people Godwin and Obazee is fighting today. They are not fighting them for fighting sake. They are fighting them because they trust you. They believe in you that you are going to do well. So do well, rule well, and make your star to shine. That is for the governor. Okay, so when the police asked me, I told them what happened, and I only brought him a letter to make him stop to insult the king. Insulting the Oba of Benin is equivalent to insulting King Charles in England. I live here in England for the past 20 years. Nobody goes on air to insult King Charles on a daily basis. No. They might do, but not on air. Not on the social media. No one is perfect. We all have one or two things people could talk about, but not the way Albert is doing it now. So he's doing it just for his own political asylum. That he's afraid that because he said, the governor said that when he come home, he will arrest him. Why did governor say, if you come home, he will arrest you? Because you are talking rubbish, insulting him on a daily basis. Why did the governor say, okay, when Prince Joseph Ugeho will come to Nigeria, he's going to arrest him? Why not the governor say that? Why not the governor say, oh, whenever Prince Joseph Ugeho touch Edo State, he's going to arrest him? Why not? So governor could say that too to me, if you say the governor say that to you. So it is your behavior that made the governor to say, if you come to Benin, he will arrest you for defamation of character. So, and do you really have a reason to insult the governor on a daily basis on social media? No. Do you have a reason of insulting the Oba of Benin on the social media on a daily basis. No. Okay, you will say on the political arena, APC versus PDP, you could say anything to the governor because of your political affiliation with whatever party you belong to. Good for you. But what about the Oba of Benin, the Crown Prince, and the Queen Mother? What has it have to do with you insulting them on the daily basis? To my knowledge, the Oba of Benin have never been given allocation since the inception of Nigeria, amalgamated in 1914, becoming a country in 1960 created by the British. Nobody have ever given the Oba of Benin allocation to watch over Edo State. Never. The allocation has always been given to the governor. Security vote to the governor. The local government chairman money to the governor. None of them goes to the Oba of Benin. God, we went on air to say this is how much is paying the Oba of Benin. The money coming from the federal government. So, Oba of Benin is not only the one receiving whatever you call it, salary or maintenance money, whatever. Every other king in Nigeria receive it. So, the Oba of Benin is not an exception. But my question is, the Oba of Benin is not in charge of Edo State. The governor is in charge of Edo North, Edo Central, and Edo South. The Oba of Benin, in his God-created position prior before 1897, even before Nigeria was created, the Oba of Benin is in charge, is the custodian of the land before Nigeria was created in 1960 by the British. The Oba of Benin is the one, is the custodian of the land and the people before Nigeria was created in 1960. There were never a people called Nigeria. So it was British made. That's why till tomorrow, Nigeria is still answerable to the British government. You might say it's not true, it's true. That is your cup of tea to drink. I've already said my own. So, what else should I talk about? My people of Edo State, particularly my people of Benin Kingdom. So I will say, you see, when you mention Edo people, it's like you're saying Edo State. So Edo people are the people of Benin. When you say the people of Benin, you are talking about the entire Benin Kingdom. So my people of Edo South, this I will say, 2026, don't allow anyone to rubbish what God has commissioned into your hand. No, do not allow it. The Oba of Benin and the palace of Oba of Benin and all the artifacts of the Benin are God gift to us, with the people of Edo South. We should fix our home by ourselves. There are envy people all around us. Yes, there are a lot of people that are envy of Benin, Edo South. There are people who want to write their own history into the history of the Benin Kingdom. People say Edo South is just 7 local governments. Yeah, we know. That is what Nigeria has made it to be. Or that's what the British has made it to be. The truth is, we are more than what you think. Physical and spiritual. That is why a lot of people want to write themselves into the history of the Benin Kingdom. Right from the time of Ogiso down to the time of Oba, people that were never a people have now become a people because of Nigeria. People that have no saying are now having a saying because Nigeria, when Nigeria was created, opportunities were given to them. So that's why people that have no voice prior before 1897 are now talking jargons, rubbish from their mouth. They want to rewrite their selves into the history of the Benin people. Go to TikTok today, go to social media. Hear people say, oh, we were there before the Benis. We were there before the Benis. The Benis were this, the Benis were that. The Benis came from here, the Benis come from that. The Benis are like this. Wait a minute. Are you the one to tell me my own history? You talk your own people. Let me talk my own people. Why are you trying to write your history into my history? That's what a lot of people are doing these days. They go to TikTok. They want to write themselves into the history of the Benin Kingdom. There's a saying in Benin language, Egbe noma anafi anywhere. Egbe noma anafi anywhere. Because the Beninese are so good, are so meticulous, a lot of people want to write their own history into Benin history to make themselves relevant. Vis-a-vis the Oni of Ife, to start with. The Oni of Ife, the herbalist, want to write himself into the history of the Benin Kingdom. First and foremost, they will start with a book written by Jacob Igareva that was published in the Ibadan Printing Press. Jacob Igareva wrote the book. Before the book would be printed, Jacob Igareva became blind. He could not prove the paper he wrote. He could not prove the book he wrote. Somebody else would prove it. And they write rubbish jargon inside. So today, the herbalists from Ife, the Yoruba centric will say the Benin came from Ile-Ife. No, the Benin did not come from Ile-Ife. The Benin came from Ife in Uhe in Kogi State. In Orama Uloma local government in Kogi State. There is a place, a village called Uhe or Ife in Kogi State. It's not Ife in Osun State, Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife in Osun State was British made. There was a shrine there. The shrine were elevated by Obafemi Awolowo to become what it is today. Ile-Ife does not have a king. They have a shrine. A herbalist, a prince of a shrine. Today, he wants to elevate himself into the Benin history. Today, he's using Ada Anebe and the Queen Head as if they are part and parcel of Ile-Ife and the Yoruba centric. No. So, the Benis have nothing to do with Ile-Ife. The Benis have a lot to do with Uhe in Ife in Omana local government in Kogi State. Not Osun State. Not Ile-Ife in Osun State. We have nothing. The Benis and the Yoruba have nothing in common. Oromiyo Ododowa got nothing to do with Ile-Ife. It has nothing to do with Ile-Binu. It has nothing to do with Osun State. Ile-Ife in Osun State. Benin people have we don't have any direct contact with them. No. Quote me today, tomorrow, tidaki.com. The Benin people have nothing to do with Ile-Ife. Our ancestral home is not in Ile-Ife. It's in Ife, Uhe, in Omana local government in Kogi State. Not Ife in Osun State. No. So, we the Benis, hear me and hear me good. That although Benin people have nothing to do with Ife, Ile-Ife. Oromiyo did not come from Ile-Ife. Oduduwa did not come from Ile-Ife. It was from Uhe, Ife in Omana local government in Kogi State. That is where we came from. So, all the story be told by Ile-Ife people, Yoruba centric, are fallacy. They are all lies. They are all lies. The Ada Anebe belongs to the Benin people. It got nothing to do with the Yoruba people. It got nothing to do with the herbalist in Osun State, a place called Ile-Ife. We got no dealings with them. Our paths never cross, and our path will never cross. Not now, not ever. So, I just tossed that one in. They said that for our people to know, we need to protect our own. We need to protect our own. This is 2026. A lot. We are going to do a lot in 2026. I visited the home of Albert to give him a warning, not to fight him or to confront him. Just a letter of, please Stop what you are saying on the social media. That was the content of the letter. He has the letter. He could read it for you people to see it. And he could post it just the way he's posting his asylum letter. Let him post the letter that was sent to him. If you have the liver. If you have the liver, tag Albert Obazee. Say, Albert Obazee, Prince Joseph Ogiegor came to your house to drop a letter. Can you show us the content of the letter? All of you, tag Albert Obazee. Tell him, Prince Joseph Ogiegor left London and came to your house in Leeds and dropped a letter through the letter post. We saw the letter being dropped. Can you please read the letter or show us the content of the letter? I dare you, Albert. Albert, I dare you to show the people the content of that letter. I dare you. Let the people see it. Show the content of the letter. Let people know what was the content of the letter that I came to drop in your house. Show it to the people or read it. If you can't show it, read it to the people. Maybe that will enhance your popularity. So, this year, 2026, we started with Albert Obazee in Leeds. This is just the beginning. I'm also here to send a warning to everyone out there who are insulting the palace of the Oba of Benin, who are saying trash about the Oba of Benin. What happened to Albert Obazee in Leeds will happen to you wherever you are. As self-appointed envoy of the Benin Kingdom in diaspora, I just visited Leeds to meet Albert. I am coming to the city near you, and I'm also coming to your house. All I need to do this 2026, I am going to visit all the people on the social media that are talking trash about the Oba of Benin. I'm going to come to your house. Whether you are in Europe, you are in London, wherever you are, in Canada and in America, I am going to come to your house. I'm not going to post you a letter, no. I'm going to come to your city. I'm going to speak to your mayor. And I'm also going to speak to your police in your area. Then I will now come to your house. I will knock at your door and give you a letter just the way I did to Albert. All of you, wherever you are under the sun, all I need to do is to find out your full name, your address, and where you live, and the country. I'll come to your house. I am going to visit all of you. Why? When I will come to your house and I will warn you face to face, not on the social media. No, I don't send my warning through social media. I will go to your police station. I will go to your mayor's office. Then I will come to your house and warn you. If you refuse to heed the warning, after my warning, whatever happened to you from there on, you are on your own. I am coming to all of you, both you, either you are a man or a woman, wherever you are. As soon as your name is sent to me, your video is sent to me, insulting the palace and the Oba of Benin, you will see me in your house. Face to face, you will see me in your house. As self-appointed envoy of the Benin Kingdom in diaspora, you will see me in your house. In America, I will come to your house. In Canada, I will come to your house. In Europe, I will come to your house. Wherever you are, as far as you live, you are resident under the only place I will not go is Africa. Okay? The people in Benin City, in Edo State or Nigeria, will handle any issue that has to do with Africa. Okay? But as far as you are in Europe, UK, Canada, Australia, USA, I will visit all of you. You will see me face to face in your house this year. I will come to your house. I will also knock at your door and give you a letter. After that warning, and I see you again on the social media, your own is finished. Onye edokage akunu ene. Go and ask Nwamagbe, what does it mean? Akunu ene. When I come to your house, I warn you, and you refuse to stop. That is it. So all of you be ready. This year, 2026, is a different ball game entirely. I am going to visit your house. We will call for logistics, because this one, I did it. The first logistic was done by me. Just as I've said, it cost me about 2,500 pounds to 3,000 pounds for this logistic I did to list. It cost me a lot because of the security involved in it. So this time around, I did the first one, supported by my brother, Mondo Humove. He supported me with 100 pounds. This time around, we will call for logistics, because there is a multi in Wineboho, Eboho, Kokowe. Okay? The palace of the Oba belongs to all of us. So we all must be responsible to go round and make sure these people that are insulting the palace of the Oba and the Oba, we silence all of them in one way or another, once and for all. Wherever you are, you live in Italy, the rest I shall come to your house. You live in France, I'll come to your house. You live in Greece, I'll come to your house. You live in Spain, I will come to your house. You live in Netherlands, I'll come to your house. You live in Germany, I'll come to your house. You live in Ireland, I'll come to your house. You live wherever you live, I'll come to your house. Physically, you will see me face to face in your door. When you open your door, you will see me. After the warning, and you refuse to stop. Only akuno ene. So what I'm eventually saying now, before I come to your house, if you have been insulting the Oba Benin, from today, stop it. If you have been throwing insult to the Oba Palace, stop it. Listen, this thing I'm saying, I am saying anyone and anyone insulting the palace of the Oba of Benin and the Oba of Benin, I don't care which country you are, I don't care which native you are. I don't care. If you are a Benin, we will deal with you. You are an Igbo, we will deal with you. You are an Esan, we will deal with you. You are an Urobo, we will deal with you. You are an Yoruba, we will deal with you. Because you have no justification in insulting the Oba of Benin. You have no moral justification to insult the Oba of Benin. Wherever you are under the sun, you will see me at your doorpost. Whether I don't care which tribe you belong to. As far as there is a video showing that you are insulting the Oba of Benin, and we know your house, we know your address, we know the country you live, and we know the state you live, and the local government where you live, you will see me at your house. I will come to your house and visit you. This 2026, from now onward, so Albert issue, that's why I decided to use Albert as #1 case study. So, and I have succeeded. Albert is going to face the music very soon. Very soon. All of you will be watching it live when Albert issue will start. I don't start a thing and I don't finish. So when I come to your house, until we finish with you, I will not move on. So I don't care which tribe you are. As far as I hear Oba of Benin in your mouth, not as a pleasant talk, but as an abuse, wait for me. I'm coming to see you. As soon as I give you a warning letter, your case is settled. Your case will be settled. As soon as I brought a warning letter to your house, spiritually and physically, your case is settled. 2026 is a different ballgame entirely. We, the Benis, we are going to protect what God gave to us. We, the Benis, we are going to protect what God gave to us. Just as every other country, Dubai protects their king. Saudi Arabia protects their king. England, UK protects their king. Netherlands protects their king. Spain protects their king. Portugal protects their king. Why not we, the Benis? What will stop us from protecting our own king? We will protect our king. You are not going to ask us, this method you are using, this is a violent method, then stop it. You might say, everybody has freedom. Yeah, everybody has freedom of speech. After freedom of speech, then you don't have the freedom to justify what follows your speech. You must say, oh, we live in a modern world. We don't care. Leave our tradition alone. Leave our tradition alone. Leave our tradition alone. Leave us alone. You can talk about your own people, but leave the Oba of Benin and the palace of the Benin and Benin culture out of your dirty mouth. If not, 2026, we find your address, we find your name, we find your house, we will go to the authority in your area and we will table your matter before them, then I will appear before you in your house. I will knock at your door and give you a letter. That is what is going to happen this year, 2026. That's how we are going to do it. Wherever you are, under the sun, wait for me. I'm on my way to your house. So, I've been able to explain to you why I went to the house of Albert Obazee. I went there to talk sense into his head, but he will not accept it. So I've also told you all the logistic planner and the cost of our logistics, because people were actually eager to know. We told you now, so when next we are planning the next logistic, we will let you people know. This battle was a case study. Now I know how it works. Though the next one, I mean, you know what? You will not see me coming, but you will see me. Wherever you are under the sun, you will not see me coming, but you will see me. Okay? You will not see me coming, but you will see me. Keep talking. Keep talking. You own your mouth. Keep talking. But after you have finished talking, whatever goes with it, be willing to accept it. Whatever come out of your mouth, be willing to accept it. Whatever come out of your mouth, be willing to accept it. So, I've explained to you why I went to Albert's house. And people were saying that is a story for another day. I'm here to clear the air. I still remain Prince Joseph Ogiegor. The phone line is open. If you want to call, you can call. +44 75 30 285 120. I'll say it again. +44 75 30 285 120. If you want to call, you can call. If you want to call to contribute, you can call to contribute. You can also call to say thank you, and you can also call to say, who the hell are you? It's allowed. The people say we live in the democracy, is a freedom of speech. You can also call to say, well done. You can also call to say, you are stupid. You can also call you are an idiot. Now you get your mouth. So, to my Benin people, I love my culture. I love my culture. I was born into it. I was born in it. And I'm proud of being a Benin man. No. Oba Gatokbe, he said. Oba Gatokbe, he said. Omogo Gatokbe, he said. So let me pick up this call and find out. Yes, sir. Hello. Yeah, I'm on air. You want to contribute?
Definitely.
Okay, go ahead. Speak to the people.
Yeah, first and foremost, I would thank you for doing a very wonderful job.
Except a woman.
Yourself. You are not doing it for us, you are doing it for yourself. Except the foolish head of person that we don't know that this what we are trying to push back now is about defending our culture, our identity. I just want to add to contribute to what you have been saying, talking about freedom of speech. Yes, it's allowed. But at the same time, the people or the person you are directing your speech to also reserve that same right to not be feel offended. Emotional abuse is also an abuse. And the reaction, you that is the aggressor will not determine how we are going to react. So to add to it, 2026 is a different year, sir, as you say. Those that feel that they want to hide under the freedom of speech to exhibit their stupidity, instead of being fair enough, if there is anything that is making them to be annoyed, to bring it out objectively, they decide to tag their abuse as criticism, whereas it is a direct assault and an abuse. We are not going to take it as an Edo people. Thank God our father has said that he did not send any Edo person, and that is what we have been waiting for. Because it is about every Edo bona fide person that knows his or her own identity, because the oldest parable in Africa, know thyself. Knowing thyself is the beginning of wisdom. And every Edo man that have come out to stand and said, this nonsense got to stop, has nothing to do with being the servant of the king, has to do with our identity. And the bond we have with our king is an unseparable bond. Also, we are so you cannot separate the kingdom from the people, the royal palace from the people. So you can also separate the people from the royal palace. So it is our identity. That is the face of our identity. And we reserve the right to defend our identity the way we feel fit to do it. And each and every one of us is ready and prepared to take the consequences that will fall, that will come after our action, both home and abroad. Because we are not going to wait for them to stop on their own. Because what they are doing, they are knowingly spreading lies, knowingly trying to cause havoc. And at the same time, Pedro that lead to this thing is a man that understands the culture. According to a lot of his supporters, they said he's have been promoting our culture. I agree with them on this ground. And I've also earned a kind of recognition from our grandfather, the father of our present God-given King Onete by Eridiawa. So, honorary Vienna, a policeman is the only person that recognizes and understands the rules and regulation of the police and forces. The same is the soldier. So anybody that has something to do with the traditional or palace knows the rules and regulation. So by saying Oba bringing it back, no, that was an intentional act. Not from a man who has nothing to do with the palace, like Pedro. We can also say maybe a mistake, but not him. Even if it was Obaseki, we can also say, oh, Obaseki did not grow. He was all the time in Lagos, but not him, who is a filmmaker, who is so entwined in our tradition, who understands everything from A to Z. So when we see crime, let us not be cherry picking, shifting our goalposts to fit our narrative. And the earlier we separate our identity from politics, the better for us. So, and I also use this one to also talk to our brothers in this. What you have done nothing. We have no, whether you are suspending Albert, that is your cup of tea. What has that got to do with announcing it? What is your stand about the nonsense? Because every president of a two community in Europe represents our culture, represents the leader of our identity in diaspora. So it is not about one person suspending one person. If you have your internal problem, why bring it to the air? Serve him a letter. What is your stand in the issue? That is what we want to hear from every president of the two community, not coming out to call one individual. That is an individual, is an individual. You have a problem as a member, you sort it out with him, write him privately. But suspending him, bringing it out, has no bond with us. Because nothing they said, they can link it, because they would have said, oh, Obaseki, this nonsense people are doing, we don't like it. Remove politics out of it. We are not saying if you are PDP, you should try to come and romance the APC. That is not what I'm saying. It is about your identity. Separate politics from it. So what leads, I commend them a little bit, but they have done nothing. Let us be very, very fair. That has nothing to do with the insult we are getting. Has nothing to do with the trying to rewrite our history. Has nothing to do with the passion of our tradition. So suspending him has nothing to do. He has no pay fine. What has that got to do with us? Has nothing to do with us. That is an internal problem. So let the community come out and talk like a man, or they should remain quiet. They should separate individual problem from this a traditional problem within the community that all of us we are talking about. So one single person that is suspended is quite different from what we are talking about. So people sharing it, I don't say there's no need for us sharing it. That is an internal problem between the least Edo community. What we are requesting from all Edo community president, what is their say about all this nonsense that is taking place? Are they supporting it? They should air their view. Their view can be different from